The Nintendo Switch is the greatest console ever made. Welcome to the Nintendo Switch Hot Takes. I made a shortened version of this on my TikTok and it got reported for branded content, so you might think I'm a Nintendo shill after watching this. So let's get into it. I do believe that the Nintendo Switch is the greatest console ever made. We know it's not as powerful as systems like the PS5, the Xbox Series X, even the Xbox One and PS4. However, the game library provides a solid argument as to why it's the greatest console ever made. We have some of the most critically acclaimed games on the Nintendo Switch with Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, plus some of the most commercially successful games, especially on a single platform with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That is a port from the Wii U, and Animal Crossing, which sold close to 40 million units. So the game library alone is a solid argument for saying that it is the greatest console ever made. However, it has one key feature that just adds the cherry on top, and that's the ability to go from docked to handheld mode. Now, I know the novelty of this may have worn off a little bit because we're 5.5 years in. However, I still do enjoy playing games in handheld and docked mode all the same. I thought it was the perfect evolution from what they started with the Wii U gamepad, and I hope if we get a successor to the Nintendo Switch that we don't get a new gimmick and they just give us a more powerful system that has the ability to go from the dock to handheld mode. Now, I already see the comments. You're saying the Nintendo Switch isn't even a console, it's a handheld. No, it's a console, it's a hybrid console. I am classifying it as a console, so it is the greatest console ever made. Now, we all know the problems with the Joy-Con and how they get drift if you just look at it funny, but the Nintendo Switch does have one of the best controllers that I think I've ever used in the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. This thing is solid, it has a nice weight to it, the battery lasts for seemingly forever, and I think the gyro and the rumble and everything that they put into it works really well. I would even say it's better than the PS5 controller, which I have a PS5. I've been playing PS5 for a long time, and I don't like the haptic feedback on the triggers. I think the Nintendo Switch Pro controller is the best controller, might be one of the best controllers ever made. It's just perfect. It's just perfect. Another huge complaint that people have about the Nintendo Switch is it doesn't have themes, and I personally don't think it needs themes. I like how the UI looks. I think seeing all the tiles is very nice. It's a very clean look, especially if you have more than 12 pieces of software. You can just see your whole collection. There's no distractions, no bells and whistles, and I actually kind of like it. It's a very clean, minimal look. I think the only people that don't like the themes are the people that use the white theme. That thing is disgusting. If you use the white theme, please leave. We cannot be friends. Don't talk to me. That's disgusting. Make better choices. There is no reason for you to use the original Nintendo Switch as a primary Switch. You should have a Nintendo Switch OLED by now. It's much better. The screen is bigger and just much cleaner. You get a LAN port, you get a better kickstand, you get more memory. It's just so much better than the original Nintendo Switch. I know it costs a little bit more, but you could trade in your original Nintendo Switch to GameStop. It's super easy to transfer all your save data. I even have a video on how to transfer your save data. GameStop allows you to transfer your save data when you trade it in, so you can do that, and then you get a special edition like the Splatoon OLED, which is really nice. The Pokemon OLED just came out, which looks really nice, and I'm sure they'll probably have a Tears of the Kingdom OLED. So I strongly suggest that you trade in this old, antiquated doorstop at this point for a brand new Nintendo Switch OLED. If you have a Nintendo Switch Lite, please get an OLED. The OLED is the best version right now. We're probably not going to get a Switch Pro for a long time or a Switch 2, so just upgrade, just do it. You will not regret it. Finally, this isn't really a hot take, but the eShop sucks. It's been down all day, probably about 12 hours. I've been trying to buy Sonic Frontiers, and it's just been down for maintenance. I hope they're fixing it as I record right now, and then when you come back and check, you'll be like, what are you talking about? The eShop is amazing. I hope that's true. I highly doubt it. Well, there you go. Those are my Nintendo Switch hot takes. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you disagreed with me, leave a dislike. Let me know your hot takes in the comments below. Let me know if you think I'm an idiot for my hot takes in the comments as well. Subscribe if you're new. I want to thank everybody for watching this long. Talk to y'all next time.